Greg Shoemaker, TriState Football. We're here with Mo Douglas, the head coach of the Springfield Wildcats. And Mo, we were talking earlier, 25 years as a head coach is coming up for you. Did you ever think when you retired from pro football that you'd be a coach in high school for 25 years?
No, that was not part of the plan. But God had a different plan for me, and I'm grateful to be in this position I've been in.
Let's talk about the last year was kind of a rough year for you after the three state championship appearances, and you sort of came back to earth a little bit. And I know you probably want to turn the page, but I just talk a little bit about how rough last year was for some people, and how glad that you are to be in this off season.
Well, first of all, we had a tumultuous season with us, and everything starts with me as the head. I allowed some things to go on as a staff, and it was too much division within our staff. Offensively and defensively, we had some disagreements, and got to the point where offense met on this end, defense met on this end on our Sunday meetings. So when the house is divided, the house is going to crumble. And now we have our staff back that we've had prior years. Coach Wallace is back running the offense, and a couple of his guys that we had before, a couple of those coaches that we had, they were getting degrees. They went back to get their masters and things like that. So those 2 years they've been gone. We did okay, but we were not as effective as we had been in the past. Our young guys, we had some young coaches last year on the offensive side, and they had some good ideas and good visions, but sometimes you just need some seasoning. And sometimes you got to have people who've been down that road before to kind of help you with a better understanding of the play calling and the timing of things of that nature. Defensively, Coach Smoot will be back with us on the defensive side of the ball, and he was with us last year, but they were kind of butting heads and things weren't working the way we wanted them to work. Then we had some problems with our quarterbacking situation. Our quarterback got hurt the third play of the game, and he doesn't come back to the fourth game of the season. And so just trying to get those things balanced out, and we just never really got on track. But that was a good thing. I think it made us hungrier. This offseason, I think our workouts have been better than they've been the last 4 or 5 years, so I'm excited about that. We got some good young talent that'll be getting their opportunity to play this year, and I think they're excited about their chance to be on this big stage.
I want to talk to you. You're talking about some of the young talent, and one thing you do really well is play up your players that are working hard for you. Sophomore year is Kavon Blackman, doing some good things, and you're really pumping him up. Talk a little bit about him and the offense. You lose a lot of offensive linemen, and this young man's, even though he's young, he's going to be a leader for you.
Yeah, Kavon is 6'5", 240 right now. He's a freshman, he's only 15 years old. He's 6'5", man, and he's got great bend. He's one of the hardest workers that we have with those guys. He's a great leader, and he's got great grade point average. He's like 3.8 grade point average, taking honors courses. Just a really, really good person. He's got good structure at home, good support system with his mom and grandmother. Then we have some other young guys that haven't even played. Some of these young kids that we have, or even some of our returning players, let me rephrase that. Some of our returning players did not get a chance to play on this stage, and that they've been working and getting their bodies right and ready for this grind. We got a couple of kids that didn't even play football, but are big kids who have great bend and are able to run and change directions and get the things done that they need to be on the offensive side of the ball. We'll be stronger than we have been offensively. Have a new quarterback that'll be up. It's up for grabs right now. C.J. Wallace is, I would say, leading right now. He and Skylar Spence, a young man who's going to be a sophomore this year, got some great potential. But he'll be, like I said, he'll be a sophomore this year coming up. CJ will be a junior this year, who hasn't played the last 2 years, but he's been competing because he's been our starting point guard the last 2 years. We got Sherrod Lay as our #1 receiver coming back. We have some other guys, Donnie Long. We got Chris Summers. Those two are running backs that we have coming back, along with Emilio Norvell, who's going to play a little slot as well as running back, and he's going to play some defense this year. And then we have Daquan Shaw, who has been our tight end in the past, who's a big, tall, long wide receiver who's going to help us on the outside. And we got a good side. That's just the offensive side of the ball. So we're excited about those guys, and having Coach Wallace and having Danny Davis come out and help our wide receivers, and Coach Marcus Clark and Coach Eric Leaf, our offensive line coach. having that group back with us. We're excited about that side of the ball this year.
And I mean, defensively, you got some dudes. I mean, Taj Powell, Royce Rogers, and some of those guys coming back. Oh, and the addition of Preston Allen, a Division IV All-State player over at Springfield Northwestern, big old dude too, who's put up great numbers. So let's go over there. I think those are going to be they're going to carry you early in the year.
We like the defensive side. The dark side is looking good right now. We're happy about the kids that we had coming back. We already had Royce Rogers at the nose, and now we have a young man that we have on our team that's been with us last year, but last year was his first year playing, and his name is Terry Loom, and Terry's 6'5", 301. We're going to be able to utilize Big Terry and put him on the nose, and then we'll be able to move around with Royce and Preston, those guys at the end position, along with our returning defensive end / outside linebacker, Terrell Thompson, who's 6'3", 208 right now as a junior, about to be a junior. Those guys on the line, and a couple other kids that are young guys that people don't know about, but they're going to hear about them. Then our linebacking core with Jamil, we call him Jameer Daniels in the inside, he's going to be a top flight linebacker, man, in this 2027 class. And then Taj playing the hybrid spot for us. We run a 3-4, but we do a bunch of different things with our defense, and those guys will be able to do some great things for us. And then we have some guys that we have a linebacker named Jack Walker who played last year, but Jack's gonna have to work his butt off because we got some young guys that are playing the hybrid spots. Daviante Mitchell, who's gonna be in the slot. We'll have Emilio Norvell playing the slot. Then we have Sincere playing one of the corners. We'll have Tayshawn Montgomery, or Trey Montgomery coming back, who played safety for us a little bit last year and played some corner. Then we have some kids, a couple non-hurt guys. Michael Pfeiffer. Remember that name. Fife is a corner about 6 foot, maybe about 170, who can run, pick him up, put him down. Who's going to be a really, really good player for us this year. And got a couple other kids that we just gotta wait and see what they can do for us. But we got some great depth. Then we got an incoming freshman wide receiver who is going to blow it up this year. His name is T.J. Thompson. TJ is Tyrell's nephew, and he is 6'2", about 178 pounds. He picked up a couple offers at our showcase the other day. He's going to be a player to watch this year, and I'm telling you right now, he's going to be big time.
All right, so before I get you the GWalk, talk a little bit about what we can expect. I know Fairmont's always going to be the same way. Centerville's got a coaching change, a couple. And Wayne lost the quarterback, but played pretty well after that. But last year when they got him back. But talk about the league. What can we expect from the GWalk this year?
GWalk's going to be what it is. It's going to always be a dogfight every week. You got to come to play every week. You can't take any days off. I mean, Beaver Creek beat a few teams last year. They even won a GWalk game last year. Northmont's got a new head coach. Miamisburg got a new head coach who's been around. He was a defensive player for those guys and went on to play at OU. You got Centerville's new coach, but Coach Puck has been around. He's been there for the last few years as the defensive coordinator. So old man, me and Coach Will Hyatt, we're the old men of the group now, and Rosie, we're the three guys that are coming back, but it'll be really competitive along with Coach Miller over at Kettering Fairmont. It'll be a really competitive group. Coach Miller's gonna have them guys. They're gonna be crab cutting on you on the backside all day, every day. So they'll be consistent with what they do. Wayne's gonna have a new quarterback. He played a little. Their backup played a lot before he got hurt, and he was doing really good. He'll be a sophomore this year. So it's gonna be a really competitive league. Northmont, we're interested to see what their new guy brings with him from, I think, New Hampshire, wherever he came from. I know he had been in Ohio prior to that, but I know it's going to be, it's going to make us, we're going to have to work a little bit with them. And then they always got talent out there. And then Miamisburg's got talent as well. So it's going to be really competitive. Springboro's got probably the #1 quarterback. Even though Shane's got the name and everything, the Springboro quarterback's a good quarterback. And he's got top wide receiver coming back, and they got a good running back coming back again. And so it's going to be really competitive, and excited to be able to go and battle these guys week in and week out.
New year, new start. 25 years into his career as a head coach.
Sir.
190 wins under his belt, getting close to 100. Another good season will be close to 100 here at Springfield. That's Mo Douglas, the head coach of the Springfield Wildcats.
Thank you, great.